Welcome to Zen Zone Health. I'm so glad you're here. Today we're diving into a topic that's close to my heart, both figuratively and literally, heart attack symptoms in women. You see, heart attacks are often considered a man's problem, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Women are just as susceptible, and the way heart attacks present themselves can be drastically different. That's why it's crucial for everyone, women especially, to be aware of the unique ways heart attacks can manifest. Recognizing these signs early can literally mean the difference between life and death. So let's get informed and empowered together.
We all experience anxiety from time to time, right? Deadlines, relationships, that scary movie you watched last night? It can all trigger those butterflies in your stomach. But did you know that anxiety can actually be an early warning sign of heart disease in women? It's true. Unexplained nervousness, that feeling of impending doom, or just a general sense of unease. These can all be linked to your heart health. Now, I'm not saying every time you feel anxious you're about to have a heart attack. But if you're experiencing persistent unexplained anxiety, especially if it's a new symptom or different from your usual anxiety, it's crucial to pay attention. Talk to your doctor. Don't brush it off as just stress. Early detection is key, and addressing any potential heart issues early on can make all the difference. Remember, your health is your wealth.
We live in a busy world, constantly juggling work, family, and social lives. From the moment we wake up to the time we go to bed, our days are filled with endless tasks and responsibilities. It's a non-stop race against the clock, and it often feels like there's never enough time to get everything done. It's no wonder we feel tired sometimes, right? After all, who wouldn't be exhausted after such a hectic day? But there's a difference between feeling tired after a long day and experiencing a deeper, more persistent fatigue. But what if I told you that persistent fatigue, the kind that doesn't go away even after a good night's sleep, could be a red flag for your heart? This isn't just about needing a few extra hours of rest. It's about a fatigue that lingers, no matter how much you sleep. This isn't just your everyday tiredness. This is a fatigue that seeps into your bones, making even the simplest tasks feel impossible. Imagine feeling like you're wading through quicksand, every step a monumental effort. It's one of the most commonly reported early symptoms of a heart attack in women, with nearly 70% experiencing it beforehand. This kind of fatigue is your body's way of signaling that something is seriously wrong. Think about it. Your heart is responsible for pumping blood throughout your body, delivering oxygen and nutrients to every single cell. When your heart isn't functioning properly, it can't supply your body with the energy it needs. When your heart is struggling, your body isn't getting the energy it needs, leading to that overwhelming fatigue. This isn't just about feeling a bit tired. It's about a profound exhaustion that affects every aspect of your life. So if you're constantly feeling drained, like you're running on fumes, don't ignore it. Talk to your doctor. It's important to listen to your body and take these symptoms seriously. It could be a sign of something more serious, and catching it early can be life-saving. Early detection and treatment can make all the difference, so don't hesitate to seek medical advice if you're experiencing persistent fatigue.
We all love a good night's sleep, right? That feeling of waking up refreshed and ready to take on the day is priceless. But for many women, a peaceful slumber can be elusive, especially in the weeks leading up to a heart attack. Difficulty falling asleep, frequent awakenings during the night, waking up feeling unrested. These can all be signs of an underlying heart problem. Now, I know what you're thinking, Dr. Mike. I can't sleep because my neighbor's dog barks all night. And yes, there are many reasons for sleep disturbances. But if you're consistently struggling to get a good night's rest, and especially if you're experiencing other symptoms on this list, it's crucial to talk to your doctor. Don't dismiss it as just stress or aging. Your body might be trying to tell you something important. Remember, listening to your body is crucial for maintaining optimal health.
When we think of heart attacks, we often picture someone clutching their chest in excruciating pain. And while chest pain is a common symptom, especially in men, it's not always the case for women. Women often experience chest discomfort differently. It might feel like a tightness in the chest, a burning sensation, or even a feeling of indigestion. Some women describe it as a pressure or fullness in the chest, almost like an elephant is sitting on their chest. Now, I know what you're thinking, Dr. Mike. How can I tell the difference between heartburn and a heart attack? And that's a great question. If the discomfort is severe, comes on suddenly, or is accompanied by other symptoms like shortness of breath, nausea, or sweating, call 911 immediately. Don't wait to see if it passes. It's always better to err on the side of caution when it comes to your heart health.
Here's where things get really tricky. Understanding the subtle signs your body gives you can be a matter of life and death. Heart attacks in women often manifest as pain in areas you wouldn't typically associate with the heart. We're talking neck pain, jaw pain, back pain, even pain that radiates down the arms. These symptoms can be easily mistaken for something less serious. Imagine this. You wake up with a stiff neck, thinking you just slept wrong, or you're experiencing a nagging pain in your jaw, perhaps attributing it to dental issues. You might reach for a muscle rub or pop a painkiller, hoping for quick relief, assuming it's just a pulled muscle or stress. But what if it's something more serious? What if it's your heart sending out an SOS signal? This is where awareness becomes crucial. This referred pain, as it's called, happens because the nerves that branch out from your heart and those that branch out from other parts of your upper body send signals along the same pathways. This can confuse your brain. So your brain might misinterpret a pain signal from the heart as coming from the jaw, neck or back. This misinterpretation can delay critical medical intervention. The key takeaway here is this. Listen to your body. Pay attention to the signals it sends you. If you're experiencing unusual pain, especially if it's persistent or severe, especially if it's accompanied by other symptoms on this list, don't ignore it. Symptoms like shortness of breath, nausea, or lightheadedness can also be red flags. Get it checked out by a medical professional. Early detection and treatment can make all the difference. Your health is worth it.
We all get short of breath after a strenuous workout. It's a common experience, whether you're running, lifting weights, or doing any form of intense physical activity. Your body needs more oxygen, and your heart and lungs work harder to supply it. Or on a hot day when the sun is blazing and the temperature soars, it's natural to feel a bit winded. The heat can be overwhelming, making it harder to breathe and causing you to sweat more than usual. And sweating? Well, that's just our body's way of cooling down, right? It's a normal response to both physical exertion and high temperatures. Your body releases sweat to regulate its temperature and prevent overheating. But what if you experience these symptoms out of the blue without any obvious trigger? Imagine sitting calmly, not exerting yourself, and suddenly feeling short of breath and drenched in sweat. It can be alarming and confusing. Unexplained shortness of breath, especially when it's accompanied by sweating, can be a sign of a heart attack in women. This isn't just about feeling a bit tired or warm. It's a serious warning signal from your body. You might find it difficult to catch your breath, even when you're resting. This isn't the kind of breathlessness that goes away with a few deep breaths. It persists and can make you feel like you're gasping for air. You might feel like you're suffocating or like there's a weight on your chest. This sensation can be incredibly distressing and is often accompanied by a sense of impending doom. Now, I know what you're thinking. Dr. Mike, I get sweaty when I'm nervous too, and that's true. Nervousness can cause sweating, but it's usually different from the sweating associated with a heart attack. But this type of sweating is different. It's not just a response to stress or anxiety, it's your body's way of signaling that something is seriously wrong. It's often a cold sweat, and you might feel clammy or lightheaded. This kind of sweating can come on suddenly and be accompanied by other symptoms like dizziness or nausea. If you experience sudden shortness of breath or excessive sweating, especially if it's accompanied by chest pain or discomfort, call 911 immediately. Don't hesitate or second-guess yourself. Don't wait to see if it passes. Every minute counts when it comes to heart attacks, and getting prompt medical attention can make all the difference. Time is of the essence when it comes to heart attacks. Quick action can save lives, so always err on the side of caution and seek help right away.
Thank you for joining me today on Zen Zone Health. We've covered a lot of ground, but the most important takeaway is this. Knowing the signs of a heart attack in women could save your life or the life of someone you love. Remember, early detection is key. Don't ignore your body's warning signs. If you experience any of the symptoms we discussed today, especially if they are severe or persistent, seek medical attention immediately. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Zen Zone Health for more informative videos on staying healthy and living your best life. Until next time, stay informed, stay safe, and take care of your heart.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Zen Zone Health. Today, we're tackling a super important topic that could literally save your life: silent heart attacks. Now you might be thinking, a silent heart attack? How can a heart attack be silent? That's a great question. Unlike the classic Hollywood heart attack, where someone clutches their chest and dramatically falls to the ground, silent heart attacks often present with subtle symptoms that can be easily mistaken for something else. That's why it's crucial to know what to look out for. We're going to break down 6 silent heart attack signals you absolutely must know. So, stay tuned because this information could be a real game changer for you or someone you love.
We've all been there, right? That unsettling feeling when you wake up and something just feels off. You wake up feeling a little under the weather, maybe a scratchy throat, a nagging cough, a bit of nausea. It's easy to dismiss these as just minor inconveniences. You pop some over-the-counter meds, hoping it's just a common cold and it'll pass in a few days. You think, I'll be back to normal in no time. But what if it doesn't? What if those symptoms persist longer than you expected? What if those flu-like symptoms just linger for days, even weeks, and nothing seems to provide relief? It can be incredibly frustrating and worrisome. This is where things get tricky. Persistent symptoms can be a sign that something more serious is going on. You see, sometimes those persistent flu-like symptoms, especially when accompanied by fatigue and shortness of breath, can actually be a sign of something far more serious, a silent heart attack. It's not something many people consider. Now, I'm not saying every cough or sniffle means you're having a heart attack, but it's important to be aware of the possibility. But it's crucial to pay attention to your body and recognize when something isn't quite right. Your body often gives you signals when something is wrong. If you've been experiencing flu-like symptoms that just won't quit, coupled with unusual fatigue or difficulty catching your breath, it's essential to get checked out by a doctor. Don't wait until it's too late. Don't brush it off as just a stubborn cold or the flu. Ignoring these symptoms can lead to serious consequences. It's always better to err on the side of caution when it comes to your heart health. Being proactive can save your life. Early detection and treatment can make all the difference. Catching issues early can lead to better outcomes and peace of mind. So if those flu-like symptoms are raising red flags, don't hesitate to seek medical attention. Your health is worth it. Okay, let's talk about bloating. We've all experienced it, especially after a big meal or during certain times of the month. It's a common issue that can affect anyone, regardless of age or gender. It's that uncomfortable feeling of fullness and pressure in your abdomen. Sometimes, it can be so severe that it feels like your stomach is about to burst. But did you know that persistent bloating, particularly when accompanied by swelling in your legs, ankles, or feet, could be a sign of a silent heart attack? This is something many people are unaware of. I know it sounds strange, but hear me out. It's important to understand the connection between your heart and other parts of your body. When your heart isn't pumping efficiently, it can lead to fluid retention. This means your body starts holding on to excess fluid, which can cause various symptoms. This fluid buildup, known as edema, often settles in the lower extremities, causing swelling in your legs, ankles, and feet. It's a clear sign that something might be wrong with your heart. But it can also accumulate in your abdomen, leading to that persistent bloating sensation. This is why it's crucial to pay attention to your body. Now, I'm not saying that every time you feel bloated, it's a medical emergency. Bloating can be caused by many things, like diet, stress, or digestive issues. But if you notice unusual and persistent bloating, especially if it's accompanied by swelling in other parts of your body, it's crucial to take it seriously. Don't just brush it off as something minor. Don't ignore these potential warning signs. Your body is trying to tell you something important. Your body often communicates through subtle cues, and it's up to us to listen and seek help when needed. Being proactive about your health can make a big difference. So if you're experiencing persistent bloating and swelling, don't hesitate to reach out to your doctor. It's always better to get checked out and be sure. It's always better to be safe than sorry. Taking care of your health is the best investment you can make for your future. All right, Let's talk about sweat. It's a natural bodily function that helps regulate our temperature. We sweat when we exercise, when it's hot outside, or when we're nervous. But what about sweating excessively without any obvious trigger? What if you're breaking out in a cold sweat even though you're just sitting on the couch? This, my friends, is another potential red flag for a silent heart attack. Excessive sweating, especially when it's accompanied by other symptoms like chest discomfort, shortness of breath, or nausea, can be your body's way of signaling that something is seriously wrong. Now, I know it can be tough to differentiate between normal sweating and something more serious. But if you find yourself drenched in sweat for no apparent reason, especially if it's accompanied by other unusual symptoms, it's crucial to pay attention. Don't just wipe away the sweat and ignore the warning signs. Your body is trying to tell you something, and it's up to you to listen. So if you're experiencing unexplained and excessive sweating, especially in conjunction with other concerning symptoms, don't hesitate to seek medical attention immediately. Let's talk about heartburn, that burning sensation in your chest that often rears its ugly head after a spicy meal or late-night snack. It's that uncomfortable feeling that can make you regret indulging in your favorite foods. We've all been there, right? That moment when you feel the burn creeping up your chest, making you wish you had made a different choice. You pop an antacid, and the discomfort usually subsides. It's a quick fix that many of us rely on to get through the day. But what if it doesn't? What if the pain lingers, making you question if it's something more than just heartburn? What if that heartburn-like pain persists or even worsens, even after you've sworn off spicy foods and embraced a bland diet? It can be incredibly frustrating and worrisome. This, my friends, is where things get tricky. It's not always easy to distinguish between simple heartburn and something more serious. Sometimes, what you think is just heartburn or indigestion can actually be a sign of something far more serious, a silent heart attack. Yes, you heard that right, a silent heart attack. Now, I'm not saying that every bout of heartburn is a medical emergency. Most of the time, it's just that, heartburn. But it's crucial to be aware of the potential connection between persistent chest discomfort and heart health. Ignoring these signs can be dangerous. If you're experiencing frequent or severe heartburn, especially if it's accompanied by other symptoms like shortness of breath, nausea, or pain radiating to your arms or jaw, it's essential to get checked out by a doctor. These could be warning signs of a more serious condition. Don't just reach for another antacid and hope for the best. It's important to listen to your body and take action when something feels off. Your heart health is paramount, and it's always better to err on the side of caution. Taking proactive steps can make all the difference. So if you're concerned about persistent heartburn-like symptoms, don't hesitate to seek medical advice. It's always better to be safe than sorry when it comes to your health. Living with diabetes brings its own set of challenges, and one of those challenges is an increased risk of silent heart attacks. You see, diabetes can lead to a condition called diabetic neuropathy, which affects the nerves, particularly in the extremities like your hands and feet. Now, you might be wondering, what does neuropathy have to do with silent heart attacks? Well, here's the thing. Neuropathy can dull your senses, making it difficult to feel pain or discomfort as intensely as you normally would. This means that if you're diabetic and experiencing a silent heart attack, you might not experience the classic symptoms like chest pain or arm pain as intensely as someone without neuropathy. This can be incredibly dangerous because it can delay seeking medical attention. That's why it's crucial for individuals with diabetes to be extra vigilant about their heart health. Pay close attention to any unusual symptoms, even if they seem mild or insignificant. If you're experiencing any discomfort, shortness of breath, or other unusual sensations, don't hesitate to reach out to your doctor. We've all heard that pain in the left arm can be a sign of a heart attack. But here's the thing. Pain associated with a silent heart attack can be a bit more elusive. It's not always the classic Hollywood heart attack pain. Instead of that crushing chest pain, you might experience discomfort or pain in unusual places like your jaw, neck, back, or even your teeth. It might feel like a tightness, pressure, or a burning sensation. And it might not even be on the left side of your body. Silent heart attack pain can radiate to your right arm, your back, or even your upper abdomen. So, it's crucial to pay attention to any unusual pain or discomfort you experience, especially if it's accompanied by other symptoms like shortness of breath, nausea, or sweating. Don't dismiss pain in these areas as just a pulled muscle or something you ate. It's always better to err on the side of caution when it comes to your heart health. If you're experiencing unusual pain, especially if it's persistent or accompanied by other concerning symptoms, don't hesitate to seek medical attention.
That's it for today's video on silent heart attack signals. Remember, knowledge is power when it comes to your health. By understanding these subtle warning signs, you can take charge of your heart health and seek medical attention promptly if needed. Remember, if you're experiencing any unusual symptoms, especially if they're persistent or accompanied by other concerning signs, don't hesitate to reach out to your doctor. It's always better to be safe than sorry. Thanks for tuning in to ZenZone Health. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future health tips and information. Stay healthy and take care.
Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to ZenZone Health. I'm so glad you're here. Today we're diving into a topic that's super important for your well-being, your heart health. We're going to talk about 8 alarming signals your body might be giving you a month before a heart attack. Look, I know these videos can be a little scary, but knowledge is power, right? The more you know about your body and the warning signs it gives, the better equipped you are to take action and stay healthy. By the end of this video, you'll be able to spot these signals early on and get the help you need. So hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a beat, literally.
All right, let's jump right into it. The first signal we're talking about is cold sweats and dizziness. You know, that feeling where you suddenly break out in a cold sweat, even if you're not hot or exerting yourself. Yeah, that's not something to ignore. See, your circulatory system is like the delivery service of your body. It's responsible for delivering oxygen-rich blood to all your vital organs, including your brain. When your heart isn't pumping efficiently, like in the case of a heart attack, your blood flow gets disrupted. And guess what? Your brain needs a constant supply of oxygenated blood to function properly. When it doesn't get enough, you might experience dizziness, lightheadedness, or even fainting. Now, cold sweats often go hand in hand with dizziness in these situations. Why? Because your body is freaking out. It knows something's wrong and tries to cool itself down by sweating. If you're experiencing persistent cold sweats and dizziness, especially if it comes on suddenly or is accompanied by other symptoms, please don't brush it off. It's crucial to seek medical attention right away. Next up, we have chest pain or pressure. This one's a classic sign of a heart attack, and for a good reason. It's often described as a feeling of tightness, squeezing, or heaviness in the chest, and it can radiate to your arms, jaw, back, or even your stomach. This pain, my friends, is known as angina, and it's a sign that your heart isn't getting enough oxygen-rich blood. Imagine your heart is like a car engine. It needs fuel to run, and that fuel is oxygen. When the arteries that supply blood to your heart become narrowed or blocked, your heart doesn't get the fuel it needs, and it starts to complain. Now, here's the tricky part. Chest pain can be caused by a lot of things, like indigestion, muscle strain, or even anxiety. But when it comes to your heart, it's always better to be safe than sorry. If you're experiencing chest pain or pressure that lasts for more than a few minutes, especially if it's accompanied by other symptoms like shortness of breath, sweating, or nausea, don't hesitate. Call 911 or get to the emergency room immediately. Let's talk about another signal your body might give you. Weakness. You might be thinking, Dr. Mike, weakness? That's so general. Couldn't it be anything? And you're right, weakness can be a symptom of many things. But when it comes to your heart, it's a sign you don't want to ignore. See, when your heart isn't pumping blood effectively, your body goes into survival mode. It tries to conserve energy by reducing blood flow to your muscles, which can leave you feeling weak and fatigued. This weakness can be accompanied by other symptoms like sweating, nausea, jaw pain, and of course, the chest pain we talked about earlier. These symptoms together paint a clearer picture of a potential heart issue. Think of your arteries like a network of pipes. Over time, plaque can build up inside these pipes, narrowing them and making it harder for blood to flow through. This is called atherosclerosis, and it's a major risk factor for heart attacks. If you're experiencing sudden or unusual weakness, especially if it's accompanied by other symptoms on this list, it's essential to get checked out by a doctor. Now, this next signal might surprise you. Flu-like symptoms. You might be thinking, wait, what? How can I tell the difference between the flu and a heart attack? And you're right to ask. It can be tricky, but there are some key differences. When we're talking about flu-like symptoms in the context of a heart attack, we're talking about things like fever, fatigue, body aches, and chest pain. These symptoms can sometimes precede a heart attack by a few days or even weeks. Researchers believe that the inflammation caused by a heart attack can trigger an immune response in the body, leading to these flu-like symptoms. It's like your body is trying to fight off an infection, but the infection is actually a heart attack. Now, I know what you're thinking. Every time you get the sniffles, you're going to worry about a heart attack. And that's not what I want. The key here is to pay attention to the context. If you're experiencing flu-like symptoms that are severe, unusual, or don't seem to be improving, it's always a good idea to err on the side of caution and see your doctor. Let's talk about another signal that's often overlooked: chronic fatigue. We all get tired from time to time, right? But chronic fatigue is different. It's a persistent, overwhelming tiredness that doesn't go away with rest. It can make it difficult to perform everyday tasks and impact your quality of life. Chronic fatigue can be caused by stress, poor sleep, and certain medical conditions. But it can also be a sign of heart problems. When your heart isn't getting enough oxygen-rich blood, it works harder. This extra workload can leave you feeling exhausted and drained. Plaque buildup in the arteries reduces blood flow to the heart. This can lead to coronary artery disease, a major risk factor for heart attacks. If you're experiencing chronic fatigue, talk to your doctor. They can help determine the cause and recommend treatment. All right, let's talk about another common signal: shortness of breath. This one's pretty straightforward. When your heart isn't pumping efficiently, it can't keep up with your body's demand for oxygen. This can lead to a buildup of fluid in your lungs, making it difficult to breathe. Imagine your lungs are like sponges. When you breathe in, your lungs fill with air, like a sponge soaking up water. But when your heart isn't pumping properly, fluid can leak into the spaces between your air sacs, making it harder for your lungs to expand and take in air. This can lead to shortness of breath, especially during physical activity or when you're lying down. You might also feel like you can't catch your breath or like you're suffocating. Shortness of breath can also be a sign of other conditions like asthma, pneumonia, or even anxiety. But when it comes to your heart, it's always better to err on the side of caution. If you're experiencing sudden or unexplained shortness of breath, especially if it's accompanied by chest pain, sweating, or other symptoms on this list, call 911 or get to the emergency room immediately. Now, this next signal might surprise you: insomnia. You might be thinking, Dr. Mike, insomnia? Seriously? What does that have to do with my heart? And it's a valid question. It might seem unrelated, but trust me on this one. Insomnia, or difficulty sleeping, can be a sign of an underlying health issue, including heart problems. It's a bit of a chicken and egg situation. See, when you're stressed or anxious, your body releases hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. These hormones are part of your body's fight or flight response, which is designed to help you deal with threats. But when you're constantly stressed or anxious, your body stays in this heightened state of alert, which can disrupt your sleep. And over time, chronic stress and sleep deprivation can take a toll on your heart. Studies have shown that people who consistently get less than 6 hours of sleep per night are at an increased risk of developing high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and other risk factors for heart disease. So, if you're struggling with insomnia, don't just brush it off as a minor inconvenience. Talk to your doctor about it. They can help determine the underlying cause and recommend strategies to help you get a better night's sleep. Let's talk about stomach pain. Stomach pain can be caused by many things, from indigestion to stress. Sometimes it can be a sign of something serious, like a heart attack. When your heart isn't getting enough oxygen, it can cause pain in your stomach. This is because the nerves for your heart and stomach are close together. Heart-related stomach pain feels like pressure or squeezing in the chest or upper abdomen. It might come with nausea, sweating, or pain radiating to your jaw, arms, or back. If you have severe or persistent stomach pain, seek medical attention immediately.
That's it for our 8 alarming signals your body might give you before a heart attack. Remember, knowledge is power, and recognizing these signs early on can be life-saving. Taking care of your heart is crucial, and incorporating heart-healthy habits into your lifestyle can make a world of difference.
Did you know that even simple changes like adding dates to your diet can have a positive impact on your heart health? Dates are a great source of potassium and fiber, both of which are beneficial for your cardiovascular system.
If you're experiencing any of the symptoms we discussed, please don't hesitate to consult a healthcare professional immediately. And as always, thanks for watching ZenZone Health. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, and hit that subscribe button for more health tips and tricks. Stay healthy, everyone.
Hey everyone, welcome to ZenZone Health. In today's video, we're diving deep into a serious topic: heart failure. Now, I know it sounds scary, but trust me, understanding the early warning signs is crucial. Heart failure affects millions of people worldwide, and many might not even realize their symptoms are connected to their heart. That's why I'm here to break it down for you. Essentially, heart failure happens when your heart, the engine of your body, can't pump blood as efficiently as it should. This can lead to a bunch of warning signs that we're going to cover today, so stay tuned. Have you ever felt like your heart is racing, fluttering, or pounding in your chest? That's what we call heart palpitations. Now, don't freak out just yet. They can be caused by simple things like low blood sugar, dehydration, maybe you had 1 too many cups of coffee today, or even low potassium levels. But here's the thing, guys. If you have heart failure, these palpitations can be a sign that your heart is under stress, working overtime to keep up with your body's needs. It's like pushing your car engine to the limit. Eventually, something's got to give. And that's why it's so important to pay attention to your body and talk to your doctor if you're experiencing frequent heart palpitations. Remember, early detection is key when it comes to heart health. Okay, let's talk about weight gain for a second. We all know those few pounds that creep up on us after the holidays, but sudden unexplained weight gain can actually be a red flag for heart failure. I'm talking about gaining like 2 to 3 pounds in just 24 hours, or over 5 pounds in a week. This rapid weight gain is often due to your body holding on to excess fluid, which is linked to both heart failure and hypertension. Now, I know what you're thinking. Easier said than done to track your weight every single day, right? But trust me, if you notice your clothes feeling tighter than usual, or you're seeing sudden changes on the scale, it's worth bringing up to your doctor. We've all had those days where we feel a little tired or lightheaded, right? But if you're constantly feeling dizzy or fatigued, especially first thing in the morning or when you stand up, it could be a sign of poor blood circulation, which is a common issue with heart failure. Think about it. Your heart is responsible for pumping blood to your entire body, including your brain. When your heart can't keep up, your brain and limbs don't get the oxygen they need, leaving you feeling drained and lightheaded. It's like trying to run a marathon with your shoelaces tied together. You're just not going to perform your best. So if you're noticing this pattern of dizziness and fatigue, don't brush it off. It's worth having a conversation with your doctor. Now, we all get coughs from time to time, especially during cold and flu season. But a persistent cough that just won't quit, especially one that produces pink or white mucus, could be a sign of fluid buildup in your lungs, a common symptom of heart failure. Think of your lungs like sponges. When your heart isn't pumping efficiently, fluid can back up into the lungs, making it difficult to breathe and causing that nagging cough. And here's a little tip. If you find that your cough worsens when you're lying down, It could be a sign of pulmonary edema, which is a buildup of fluid in the lungs. That's definitely a sign to pick up the phone and call your doctor right away. Let's talk about shortness of breath. We've all experienced it after a tough workout or climbing a flight of stairs. But when it comes to heart failure, shortness of breath is a whole different ball game. If you're finding it difficult to breathe, especially when you're lying down or engaging in physical activities, it could be a sign that your heart isn't pumping enough oxygen-rich blood to your body, or that fluid is building up in your lungs. Now, I know this can be super scary, but there are things you can do to manage this symptom. For example, try elevating your upper body with pillows while you sleep. This can help to improve blood flow and make it easier to breathe. We all have days when we're just not that hungry, but a persistent loss of appetite can be a sign of something more serious, especially in the context of heart failure. Here's why. When your heart isn't pumping blood effectively, it can impact blood flow to your digestive system. This can lead to a feeling of fullness, bloating, and just an overall lack of desire to eat. Now, I know this might sound counterintuitive, but prolonged appetite loss can actually lead to weight and muscle loss, which can further complicate heart failure. So, if you're noticing a significant decrease in your appetite, don't just ignore it. Talk to your doctor. We've all had those moments where we forget where we put our keys or blank on someone's name. But when it comes to heart failure, confusion can be a sign of a more serious issue. You see, heart failure can mess with the balance of electrolytes in your body, especially sodium. And when your sodium levels are off, it can impact your brain function, leading to confusion, memory problems, and difficulty concentrating. So, if you're experiencing these cognitive changes, especially if they're new or worsening, don't just brush them off as a senior moment. It's crucial to bring them to your doctor's attention. Let's talk about swelling for a minute. We've all experienced swollen feet after a long day, especially if we've been standing or walking a lot. But for people with heart failure, swelling can be a more persistent and concerning symptom. You see, when your heart isn't pumping efficiently, fluid can build up in your body, particularly in your lower extremities like your feet, legs, and even your abdomen. This is what we call edema. This swelling can make it uncomfortable to wear shoes, and you might notice your legs feeling heavy or tight. If you press on the swollen area, it might even leave a small dent that slowly fills back in. We've all been there, waking up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom. But if you're finding yourself making frequent trips to the bathroom, especially at night, it could be a sign of heart failure. Here's why. When your heart isn't pumping efficiently during the day, your body tries to compensate by holding onto fluid. This can lead to swollen legs and ankles, but at night, when you lie down, that fluid redistributes, putting extra strain on your kidneys. This can lead to increased urine production and those nighttime bathroom breaks. So there you have it, guys. 9 warning signs of heart failure that you should never ignore. Remember, early detection is absolutely key when it comes to heart health, and knowing these signs could potentially save your life or the life of someone you love. If you're experiencing any of these symptoms, please don't wait to see a doctor. It's better to be safe than sorry, right? Your doctor can assess your symptoms, run some tests, and get you on the right track to managing your heart health. And hey, if you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more informative videos on staying healthy and living your best life.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Zen Zone Health. It's great to have you here. You know, I'm all about giving you practical advice to improve your health, and today we're focusing on your heart. We're talking about the incredible engine that keeps your entire body going. We often forget about our heart health, don't we? It's easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle of life and neglect this vital organ. That's why I'm breaking down 10 evidence-based, actionable tips that you can start implementing today to keep your ticker ticking strong. Let's jump right in.
All right, let's address the elephant in the room, smoking. Did you know it's a leading cause of heart disease? Cigarettes contain thousands of chemicals that damage your blood vessels. It's never too late to quit. The moment you stop, your body starts to heal. Your risk of heart disease drops within just 1 year. Quitting smoking is the single most important step for your heart health. Think of your blood pressure as the force of blood pushing against your artery walls. When it's too high, it strains your heart and weakens the artery walls. This can lead to heart attacks, strokes, and heart failure. The good news is that managing blood pressure is doable. Get it checked regularly. Lifestyle changes play a huge role. Eat a balanced diet, exercise regularly, and maintain a healthy weight. Your doctor might recommend medication. Managing blood pressure is a team effort.
Let's talk about exercise. Don't worry, I'm not talking about becoming a marathon runner overnight. Even moderate physical activity can do wonders for your heart. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity exercise most days of the week. This could be brisk walking, swimming, cycling, or even dancing. Find something you enjoy that gets your heart pumping. Exercise helps control your weight, lower your blood pressure and cholesterol, and reduce stress. It's like giving your heart a workout, making it stronger and more efficient. Remember, consistency is key. Start gradually and gradually increase the intensity and duration of your workouts. Your heart will thank you for it. You know, I'm all about simple yet effective health tips, and staying hydrated is at the top of the list. Water is essential for almost every bodily function, including heart health. When you're dehydrated, your blood becomes thicker, making your heart work harder to pump it throughout the body. Aim to drink plenty of water throughout the day. A good rule of thumb is to drink water when you're thirsty and make it your go-to beverage. Limit sugary drinks and excessive caffeine. Staying hydrated helps maintain healthy blood volume, regulates body temperature, and supports overall cardiovascular function. So, grab your water bottle and make hydration a priority.
Diabetes and heart health are closely linked. High blood sugar, a hallmark of diabetes, can damage blood vessels, including those that supply blood to your heart. If you have diabetes, it's crucial to manage it effectively to protect your heart. This means keeping your blood sugar levels within a healthy range through medication, diet, and exercise. Work closely with your doctor to create a diabetes management plan that's right for you. This may include regular blood sugar monitoring, medication, and lifestyle modifications. Remember, managing diabetes is an ongoing journey, but it's essential for preventing heart complications and living a long, healthy life.
Cholesterol is essential for our bodies, but too much can harm our hearts. High LDL cholesterol builds up in arteries, forming plaque that restricts blood flow. Control cholesterol with lifestyle changes and, if needed, medication. Adopt a heart-healthy diet and exercise regularly. Your doctor may recommend statins if lifestyle changes aren't enough.
Chapter 7. Limit alcohol intake. Listen, I get it. A glass of wine with dinner or a beer with friends can be enjoyable. But when it comes to heart health, moderation is key with alcohol. Excessive alcohol consumption can raise your blood pressure, contribute to weight gain, and increase your risk of heart problems. For a healthy heart, it's best to limit your alcohol intake. For women, that means up to 1 drink per day, and for men, up to 2 drinks per day. If you choose to drink alcohol, do so responsibly and in moderation. Remember, your heart will thank you for it.
Chapter 8. Reduce salt intake. You might be surprised to learn that something as simple as salt can impact your heart health. Too much salt in your diet can raise your blood pressure, putting extra strain on your heart. The good news is that reducing your salt intake is a simple yet powerful way to care for your heart. Start by reading food labels carefully and choosing low-sodium options. When cooking at home, flavor your food with herbs, spices, and other sodium-free seasonings. By being mindful of your salt intake, you can help keep your blood pressure in check and reduce your risk of heart problems.
Chapter 9. Maintain a healthy weight. Maintaining a healthy weight is crucial for overall health, but it's especially important for your heart. Carrying extra weight, especially around the midsection, can increase your risk of heart disease, stroke, and other health problems. Why? Excess weight forces your heart to work harder to pump blood throughout your body. It can also contribute to high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and other risk factors for heart disease. The good news is that losing even a small amount of weight can make a big difference. Aim for a gradual, sustainable weight loss of 1 to 2 pounds per week through a combination of a healthy diet and regular exercise.
Chapter 10. Live stress-free. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to let stress take over. But did you know chronic stress can wreak havoc on your heart health? When you're stressed, your body releases hormones that cause your heart to beat faster and your blood vessels to constrict. Over time, this can lead to high blood pressure, inflammation, and other heart problems. That's why it's essential to find healthy ways to manage stress. This could include exercise, yoga, meditation, spending time in nature, or engaging in hobbies you enjoy. Find what works for you and make it a part of your daily routine. Remember, managing stress is not selfish. It's an investment in your long-term health and well-being.
So there you have it. 10 practical ways to show your heart some love. Remember, taking care of your heart doesn't have to be complicated. Small, consistent changes can make a world of difference. If you found these tips helpful, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to Zen Zone Health for more health advice. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. Until next time, stay healthy, my friends.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Zen Zone Health. Today we're diving into a topic that's incredibly important for all of us: cardiovascular health. Specifically, we're going to be talking about heart attacks and 12 warning signs that might indicate an impending heart attack. Early detection can truly be a lifesaver. All right, let's jump right into the first warning sign: stomach pain. You see, pain from a heart attack can actually radiate to other parts of the body, including the stomach. Some people experiencing a heart attack might feel a tightness or burning sensation in their chest, but for others it might feel like indigestion or severe heartburn. So, if you're ever experiencing sudden, unexplained stomach pain, especially if it's severe or accompanied by other symptoms, don't just brush it off. It's always better to err on the side of caution and seek medical attention. Let's move on to another classic warning sign: pain or numbness in the left arm. When a heart attack occurs, it can disrupt blood flow to the heart muscle. This disruption can trigger pain that travels along the nerves, and because the nerves that run from the heart and the left arm share pathways, the pain can be felt in the arm. Sometimes it's more of a dull ache or a tingling sensation, and it's not always just the arm. Sometimes the pain or numbness can radiate down to the hand or even up to the jaw. Any unexplained pain or discomfort in your left arm, especially if it comes on suddenly, should never be ignored. Next up, we have lightheadedness. But when it comes to your heart, lightheadedness can be a sign of something more serious. When your heart isn't pumping blood effectively, your brain might not be getting enough oxygen-rich blood. This is especially concerning if the lightheadedness is accompanied by other symptoms like chest discomfort, shortness of breath, or nausea. Remember, our bodies are constantly communicating with us. If you're feeling lightheaded, especially in combination with other symptoms, listen to your body and seek medical attention. Let's talk about sweating now. We all sweat. It's a natural and essential bodily function. But did you know that sudden, unexplained sweating, especially when it's excessive, can actually be a warning sign of a heart attack? When your heart is struggling to pump blood effectively, your body goes into overdrive trying to compensate. This increased effort can lead to a surge in adrenaline, which in turn can trigger your sweat glands to go into overdrive. If you find yourself breaking out in a cold sweat for no apparent reason, especially if it's accompanied by other symptoms like chest pain, nausea, or shortness of breath, don't hesitate to call 911. Now, let's talk about a symptom that might surprise you: jaw pain. Jaw pain is actually a lesser-known but potentially serious symptom of a heart attack. The pain can originate in your chest and radiate up to your jaw, or you might feel pain solely in your jaw. If you're experiencing any kind of unexplained pain or discomfort in your jaw, especially if it's on the left side and accompanied by other symptoms like chest pain or shortness of breath, don't just assume it's a toothache. Let's talk about shortness of breath. This is a symptom that should never be ignored, especially if it comes on suddenly or is unusual for you. When your heart isn't pumping blood efficiently, it can cause fluid to build up in your lungs. This fluid buildup makes it harder for your lungs to expand fully, making it difficult to catch your breath. If you're experiencing shortness of breath, especially if it's accompanied by other symptoms like chest pain, sweating or nausea, call 911 immediately. Now let's talk about fatigue. When your heart has to work harder to pump blood throughout your body, it can leave you feeling drained and fatigued. This is especially true for women who often experience fatigue as a primary symptom of a heart attack. If you're constantly feeling exhausted, even after a good night's sleep, and this fatigue is new or unusual for you, it's important to pay attention. Let's move on to leg pain. Intense leg pain, especially in the calves, can be a sign of peripheral artery disease or PAD. PAD is a condition where plaque builds up in the arteries that carry blood to your legs and feet. This build-up narrows the arteries, reducing blood flow and potentially leading to pain, numbness or cramping in your legs, especially during physical activity. The same plaque build-up that causes PAD can also affect the arteries that supply blood to your heart, increasing your risk of a heart attack or stroke. Next up, we have swollen ankles. When your heart isn't pumping efficiently, it can cause fluid to build up in your body, especially in your lower extremities like your feet and ankles. This fluid buildup, known as edema, can make your ankles appear puffy or swollen. If you notice your ankles are frequently swollen, especially if the swelling is accompanied by other symptoms like shortness of breath, fatigue or rapid weight gain, it's essential to consult with your doctor. Now let's talk about snoring. While often dismissed as a harmless annoyance, snoring, particularly loud snoring that's linked to sleep apnea, can actually put a strain on your heart. Sleep apnea is a condition where your breathing repeatedly stops and starts during sleep. These pauses in breathing can cause your blood oxygen levels to drop, forcing your heart to work harder to pump blood effectively. Let's talk about an irregular heartbeat. Sometimes you might feel your heart skip a beat, flutter rapidly, or pound in your chest. These sensations, known as heart palpitations, can be harmless, especially if they occur occasionally. However, if you experience frequent or persistent heart palpitations, especially if they're accompanied by other symptoms like chest pain, shortness of breath, or dizziness, it's crucial to seek medical attention. Finally, let's talk about coughing. A persistent cough, especially one that produces pink or white mucus, can be a sign of heart failure. Heart failure occurs when your heart can't pump blood effectively enough to meet your body's demands. This can cause fluid to back up into your lungs, leading to a persistent cough, particularly when you're lying down or exerting yourself. Thank you for joining me today on ZenZone Health as we explored these 12 potential warning signs of a heart attack. If you experience any of these symptoms, especially if they are severe or persistent, please seek immediate medical attention. Don't forget to share this video with your loved ones and help us spread awareness about heart health. Stay healthy, everyone, and take care.
Welcome to ZenZone Health. Today we're talking about something super important, your heart health. Recognizing the early warning signs is crucial for prevention and getting the right treatment quickly. So in this video, we're diving into 15 early warning signs of heart disease that you should not ignore. Let's start with the most well-known warning sign, chest pain or discomfort. It can feel like pressure, squeezing, or fullness in your chest, and it might come and go, which can make you think, oh, it's nothing. But trust me, any chest discomfort, especially if it's new or unexplained, needs to be checked out by a doctor ASAP.
I remember feeling this weird pressure in my chest, like someone was sitting on it. It wasn't painful, just really uncomfortable. It would come and go, and I thought it was just stress. But turns out it was something much more serious.
Ever find yourself out of breath doing things that used to be easy? We're not talking about being out of shape here. If you're suddenly experiencing shortness of breath, especially with minimal exertion, It could be a sign that your heart isn't pumping as efficiently as it should. This could indicate heart failure or even a heart attack.
I used to run up the stairs without a second thought, but suddenly I was gasping for air just walking up a few steps. It was really scary. I knew something wasn't right, and when I saw my doctor, they found out my heart was the problem. I'm so glad I didn't ignore it.
Okay, we all get tired, right? But we're talking about a different kind of tired here. Unexplained or extreme fatigue, the kind that just wipes you out, especially if it gets worse when you're active, could be a red flag for heart disease. So, if you're constantly feeling drained even after a good night's sleep, it's time to have a chat with your doctor.
I was always feeling exhausted, no matter how much rest I got. Even simple tasks felt like a marathon. When I finally went to the doctor, they told me my heart wasn't working properly. It was a wake-up call for sure.
Chapter 4. Swelling in the legs, ankles, or feet.
Now this one is easy to miss, especially if you've been on your feet all day. But if you notice swelling in your legs, ankles, or feet, and it's not going away, don't ignore it.
This is called edema, and it can be a sign that your heart isn't pumping blood effectively, leading to fluid buildup in your body. Chapter 5. Irregular heartbeat or palpitations.
Have you ever felt like your heart was skipping a beat or beating too fast or too slow? These sensations, known as palpitations, can be unsettling, and while they're often harmless, they can sometimes be a sign of arrhythmia or other heart conditions.
Chapter 6. Dizziness or lightheadedness. Feeling dizzy or lightheaded, especially if it comes on suddenly, can be a scary experience. This can happen for various reasons, but one possibility is that your brain isn't getting enough blood flow, which could be due to a heart problem. Chapter 7. Pain in the neck, jaw, or back. Sometimes heart problems can cause pain in places you wouldn't expect, like the neck, jaw, or back. This is called referred pain, and it happens because the nerves from your heart and these other areas can sometimes send mixed signals to the brain. Chapter 8. Nausea or vomiting. Nausea and vomiting can also be a sign of a heart attack, especially when combined with chest pain. So if you're experiencing these symptoms along with other heart attack symptoms, don't hesitate to call for help. Chapter 9. Cold sweats. Ever break out in a cold sweat for no apparent reason? While it could just be nerves, if it's happening frequently or along with other symptoms on this list, it could be your body's way of signaling a heart problem. Chapter 10. Persistent cough. A cough that just won't quit, especially if it's producing pink or white mucus, could be a sign of something more serious going on with your heart. This type of cough can be a symptom of heart failure. Chapter 11. Indigestion or heartburn. Persistent or severe indigestion can sometimes be a sign of heart disease. So, if you're experiencing frequent or intense indigestion, especially if it's accompanied by other symptoms on this list, talk to your doctor to rule out any potential heart issues. Chapter 12. Shoulder or arm pain. This is another classic heart attack symptom, pain that radiates down the left arm or up into the shoulder. If you experience this type of pain, especially if it comes on suddenly or is accompanied by other warning signs, call 911 immediately. Chapter 13. Difficulty sleeping. If you're consistently having difficulty falling asleep or staying asleep, or if you're waking up suddenly during the night with shortness of breath, it could be a sign of a heart problem. So, if you're noticing changes in your sleep patterns, don't just dismiss them as stress or aging. Talk to your doctor. Chapter 14. Feeling anxious or restless. Anxiety and restlessness can be early warning signs of a heart attack. If you're experiencing sudden or unexplained anxiety or restlessness, especially if you have other risk factors for heart disease, seek medical attention promptly. Chapter 15. Sudden or unexplained weakness. Feeling suddenly weak or lethargic without a clear cause can be a sign that something is off with your health, and it could be related to your heart. If you experience sudden or unexplained weakness, seek medical attention immediately. Outro: take care of your heart. So, there you have it. 15 early warning signs of heart disease that you should never ignore. If you or someone you know is experiencing any of these symptoms, especially in combination, don't wait. Seek medical attention right away. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to ZenZone Health for more health tips and information. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to ZenZone Health. Magnesium is essential for over 300 processes in your body, like muscle and nerve function, blood sugar control, and blood pressure regulation. Unfortunately, many people aren't getting enough of it in their diet. That's why I'm breaking down 16 magnesium-rich foods you can easily incorporate into your meals. Let's jump right in.
First up, we've got a nutritional powerhouse, spinach. Spinach is loaded with vitamins and is also a fantastic source of magnesium, which helps maintain strong bones and lower blood pressure. Toss it in your smoothies, salads, or sauté it as a side dish. The options are endless. Next, we have beans and lentils, which are packed with plant-based protein, fiber, and magnesium. These little guys are low in fat and cholesterol, making them heart-healthy choices. The magnesium in beans and lentils can help slow down sugar absorption, which is especially helpful for managing diabetes. Looking for a delicious and satisfying snack? Look no further than edamame. These young soybeans are packed with magnesium. The magnesium in edamame can help reduce bloating, cramps, and even improve your mood. Edamame can also help prevent migraines and regulate blood pressure. Let's talk about cauliflower, a cruciferous vegetable that often gets overlooked. Cauliflower is a great source of vitamin C, fiber, and magnesium, which supports the parathyroid gland responsible for regulating calcium levels. Calcium is essential for strong, healthy bones. Potatoes, in their natural form, baked, boiled, or roasted, are actually quite nutritious. They're a good source of potassium and magnesium, which are essential for heart health. Some studies suggest that the magnesium content in potatoes might help with rheumatism. Who doesn't love avocados? They're creamy, delicious, and incredibly versatile. Avocados are loaded with healthy fats, vitamins, and magnesium, which is great for your heart. They can help lower bad cholesterol levels and reduce the risk of heart disease. Bananas are known for being a great source of potassium, but they're also a good source of magnesium. Bananas help boost your white blood cell production, essential for a strong immune system. Let's add some exotic flair with passion fruit. This tropical fruit is delicious and packed with magnesium. The magnesium in passion fruit works wonders for your digestion, immune system, and bone mineral density. Speaking of tropical fruits, let's not forget about pineapple. This juicy fruit is a fantastic source of magnesium. Just 1 cup of pineapple juice can provide 73% of your daily magnesium needs. Pineapple is also rich in manganese, essential for strong bones and healthy connective tissues. Coconuts are not only delicious, but also boast an impressive nutritional profile, including magnesium. The magnesium in coconut helps maintain electrolyte balance, essential for proper hydration and muscle function. Coconut can help combat fatigue and keep your energy levels up. Looking for a quick and easy snack? Nuts and seeds like almonds, cashews, and pumpkin seeds are packed with magnesium. Just half a cup of pumpkin seeds can provide your entire daily magnesium requirement. Now, for the moment you've all been waiting for. Dark chocolate. Dark chocolate with a high cocoa content is a good source of antioxidants and magnesium. The flavonoids in dark chocolate have been linked to improved heart health and reduced blood pressure. Whole grains are packed with fiber, vitamins, minerals, and magnesium. Whole grains also contain selenium, which works synergistically with magnesium to promote strong bones and a healthy immune system. Almonds are packed with magnesium, fiber, healthy fats, and protein. The combination of these nutrients in almonds can help lower bad cholesterol levels and improve overall heart health. Non-fat yogurt, also known as Greek yogurt, is a great source of calcium and magnesium. Both calcium and magnesium are essential for strong, healthy bones. Tofu is incredibly versatile and a surprising source of magnesium. Tofu can provide magnesium essential for muscle function, nerve function, and blood sugar control.
There you have it, 16 magnesium-rich foods to start feeling your best. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Zen Zone Health for more health tips. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. Until next time, stay healthy and keep those magnesium levels up.